Welcome everyone in lecture number 4 of unit 3. So take some example. S tends to AS and S tends to B. So if we analyze the production S tends to AS, we will know that it is used to produce number of A's. Suppose we are using S tends to AS, there is one A, and we can put B after it, we will get AB. Or we can replace S by AS, we will get 2 times A, and if we will put B here, we will get AAB. Again replacing S by AS, we will get triple AS, and at last we will put B again, then it will become triple AB, and so on. So the string we can derive from this grammar is one is V, because S tends to V is given, second is AB, third is double AB, fourth is triple AB, and so on. So the language of this grammar is A की power n B, where n greater than equal to 0, yn is greater than equal to 0, because at n is equal to 0 we will get B, and we can derive B using the production S tends to B. Now look at another grammar. S tends to AS, S tends to BS, and S tends to B. So we need to analyze the grammar given here. We need to analyze the production S tends to AS and S tends to BS. S tends to AS and S tends to BS is used to make all combinations of A and B. Why? Because we can start the production from A using AS, we can start the production from B using BS, we can put B after A by using BS here, we can put AS here, then we will get B A after B, we can put AS here to get A after A, and we can put BS here to get B after B, and so on. We can replace it by BS, we can replace it by AS, we can replace it by BS, we can replace by B this as by AS, and so on. We can make all combinations using S tends to AS and S tends to BS. Because there is no restriction to start with A or start with B, we can choose anyone. We can put here it here, we can put it here, we can put AS here, we can put BS here, and we can do similar kind of derivation. We can repeatedly put AS and BS. So we will get all combinations here, and at the end there is S, so we have to replace it by some terminal so that we can derive a string. Otherwise it is not a string, so we have to put S tends to B at the end. So we will get A plus B closure and B at the end. Now look at the formal definition of context free grammar. That is known as CFG. Grammar is made of 4 things we already know: set of non-terminal, set of terminal. Set of terminal is also written as DT in some books, remember it. Set of non-terminal, set of terminal, set of production, and a start symbol. There will be always a symbol as a start symbol, and normally it is mentioned as capital S. Then we know these rules, these tuples already. What is so special about CFG? In CFG there will be one non-terminal in the left hand side of production, and in right hand side we can have any combination of non-terminals and or terminals. What does it mean? We can have any number of non-terminals in the right hand side, we can have any number of terminals in left hand side, we can have combinations of terminal and non-terminal in right hand side. As we have here, we have a terminal, we have a non-terminal, we can have many combinations. It may be of 2 length, it may be of 0 length. It means that we can have epsilon here, we can have ABAS and something more. So it is as a production A tends to alpha, where A is a non-terminal and alpha is any combination of non-terminal and terminal. It is star means any combination including epsilon. So whatever we have seen till now, the grammars we have made, all grammars are contest free grammar, because in all grammar we have only one terminal here, and in all grammar we have combinations of terminal and non-terminal here. So what is so different about contest free grammar? It means that we have some grammars that are not contest free. It means that in some another grammar in production there may be some another rule. There may be some terminal and non-terminal this side in any another type of grammar. There may be some restrictions on the right hand side in any another type of grammar. We will learn about them further. So let's move towards something special about contest free grammar. So we observed that by using the productions like that, if we have something in the left of the left of a non-terminal, then we can repeat it in the left. S tends to AS, S tends to AS here again, then we will get 2A. If we will replace S by AS, we will get triple A. If we will use the productions like that, we can increase that A any number of time in the right. Suppose we replace this S by SA again, we will get 2 times A. If we will replace this S by SA again, we will get triple time A in the right hand side of capital S. Then we can put something in the left of non-terminal, we can put something on the right of non-terminal, and we can put something on both side, left and right of a non-terminal here. Suppose I have to write a CFG for a language. L is equal to A की power n, B की power n, where n greater than equal to 0. And it is a very popular language, and we have already seen it is a known regular language. So how can we match A here with the B? There should be same number of A's here in left, and there should be same number of B's in right. So grammar will be written as S tends to ASB and S tends to epsilon. Let us see some strings that can be derived from this grammar. S tends to epsilon. It is epsilon is derived. If we will use S tends to ASB, and replace this as by epsilon, we will get AB. If we use production S tends to ASB and replace this as by ASB again, you will observe that 1A is increased in the left and 1B is increased in the right, and we can put epsilon here. We will get AA BB using S tends to epsilon. If we will replace this S by ASB again, then we will get triple A here in the left and triple B in the right. As S tends to ASB, replace this S by ASB again. Replace this S by ASB again, and at last replace this S by epsilon. We will get triple A triple B. So by using such kind of production, having something in left and something right, we can match left hand side of non-terminal with the right hand side of a non-terminal, and it is starting from n is equal to 0. We will get epsilon, then we will get AB, then double AB, then triple AB, and so on. So language of so the grammar for AN BN is S tends to ASB, S tends to epsilon, and it is very important grammar. Now look at another language. L is equal to A की power n, B की power m, where n should be greater than m and n comma m greater than equal to 0. This is the condition that number of A should be always greater than number of B. So how can we analyze this grammar? We can see this language, as number of A is equal to number of B, and we add some A here. Add some A's here. Then we will get A's are more than B's. So to make n greater than m, there must be at least one A that make it greater than B. So we can make the grammar like that. It is equal A and B, A and Bn, and we append some A. X is A and Bn kind of language. AXB / epsilon. What is A? A is something made of A, and it should be at least single A. So A is A / A. It is like a A and Bn equal number of A's appended with A positive closure in front of A and Bn. Then number of A will be greater than number of B. So it is A positive closure, then A and Bn. So there is exercise for all of you to write the grammar for AN BM n greater than equal to m, where n comma m greater than equal to 0. Write grammar for AN BN where n greater than equal to 1. Write grammar for L is equal to AN BM n less than m, n comma m greater than equal to 0, and write the grammar for AN BM n less than equal to m n comma m greater than equal to 0. Thank you for attending the lecture. Take care.